Today we're going to be doing a Pilates sequence for the butt and outer thighs. So we're going to start out in standing, taking the feet hip distance apart and bringing the hands onto the hips so that you can feel that the hips are level. This is a little bit of a balance element here to really work on the standing leg. We're going to tilt the upper body forward just slightly, engage the abs. Let's take the right leg back and start with the toes on the floor. Nice length down through that back leg. And then we're going to keep the toes pointed and then just squeeze up and back. Now press down through the standing leg, get that nice stability, a little softness in the knee because we don't want to lock the knee out. Make sure that you're isolating that movement so the upper body stays really still. And as you come down, you can tap the big toe onto the mat, but don't really rest that leg down. We want to keep that tension, keep that activation in the back of the leg. Keep your chest lifted, keep your shoulders rolled back, and keep that length out through the neck. Nice posture. Okay, now let's flex the ankle and press back. And we're going to kick that up one more to bend the knee, straighten and point. So bend, really contract back here, and then lengthen. Bend and lengthen. So we're flexing the ankle and pointing the ankle. So what we do with our foot and our ankle really has a lot to do with how much activation we're going to get in our leg muscles. So we can get a lot more out of our exercise by bringing that awareness into the foot. Alright, probably starting to feel this a little bit in the standing leg. We'll do one more. And then switch. Plant the right leg down, spread the toes out. Feel really grounded on that side. Kick the left leg back. A little angle forward. Keep the toe pointed, and then we're just going to lift and squeeze the back of the leg. Little taps with the toe. Don't rest the foot all the way down. Keep that standing leg soft. We never want to lock the knee out. Puts too much stress on our joints. And then while you're isolating that movement in the leg, use the core to keep that stability in the upper body. Draw the belly button in. Then we'll flex the ankle. Reach back with the heel, get a little bit more contraction through here. And then we'll come into our last version here. So we're going to bend, flex the ankle, extend, and point. So as you bend, pull that heel in, and as you point, give a little lift back. Keep that stillness through the rest of the body, stay really stable. We get a lot of that core work and a lot of that postural control just by staying still. And then by now you're probably starting to really feel it in the standing leg. Take one more this side. Okay, and then we'll come into a double leg sequence. So we're going to turn, bring the feet out to the side, get that nice ballet turn out, and then zip the inner legs up, pull the lower belly in, roll the shoulders back so we're up nice and tall. We'll bring the hands onto the hips, and then we're going to start out by lifting up onto the toes. Stay really stable, keep the pressure even from the big toe to the little toe, so don't roll out. As you exhale, drop down, zip those inner thighs up. Exhale, sink down, open the knees out to the sides. We're going to zip up, squeeze the back of the legs together, up onto the toes, lower down, open the knees. And this is one of those moves in Pilates where the more awareness that you bring into it, you're really going to get more activation through the muscles, especially as you bring the legs together and do that little zip up, squeeze your butt. Lift, keep that activation, keep that stability through the pelvis, get nice and low, come up. Making sure that no matter what your lower body is doing, your upper body posture stays exactly the same. And then as you lift up, you come into that little balance up on the toes, use the belly, get that extra stability there. Okay, now taking it a step farther, we're going to add little pulses. So come down and pulse, nice and low. Keep the tailbone tucked, draw the belly in. Okay, zip the legs up, wrap the legs around, and then we're coming up into our balance, opening the knees, and little pulse here. Keep that control, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Make sure that the weight is even against the toes. Don't roll in, don't roll out. Okay, straighten, lift nice and high, lower the heels, squeeze the legs together, wrap the muscles around to the outside, and then we can release the legs. We're going to come down onto the knees. And we'll start out with the right leg out to the side so we can really focus on our outer thigh. It's always a problem area. Take the hand down. If this bothers your wrist, you can come up on a fist. Hand onto the hip. And I like to do this with the hand on the hip because I can be a little bit more aware of my stability through the rest of the body. You can also take the hand to the back of the head. It's a little bit harder that way. And then we lift the leg up. So first one, we're just going to lift and lower. Focus that contraction, outer thigh. Whenever we're doing moves in Pilates to work on the butt, we want to incorporate that outer thigh, because what happens is as we lose tone in the gluteal muscles, that kind of starts to slide out to the side, and that's when we get those saddlebags. So this is our move to keep that from happening. Make sure you keep the top shoulder rolled back. The rest of the body's really still. All right, let's hold at the top, pulse for 10. And then bend and pulse for 10. And we straighten, pulse for 10, keep the ankle flexed. And then we're going to hold it up. We're going to bring it to the front, do a little kick, come back and point. So kick, kick, and point back. Now for this one, keep the hips from swaying front and back. Little kick, little point. Flex the ankle front, point the toes back. Try and keep that leg high. I know the hip muscles are tired. And one more. Drop that knee into center. Come down into child's pose, little stretch for the back. And we're going to sit our weight into that hip, walk the hands over to the left side, little stretch for the outer hip. Alright, then we'll come over to the other side, staying on the right knee, take the left leg out to the side, either on the fist or the palm. Roll the top shoulder back, keep the chest open. Draw the belly button in, and we lift the left leg. So we're just going to lift and lower. Staying really stable. Keeping the ankle flexed. Okay, hold it up, 10 pulses. And bend. Pulse for 10. And then straighten, pulse for 10 more. Okay, hold it up. We're going to point front, flex to the front, point to the back. So it's kick, kick, and extend. Kick, kick, extend. Keep the leg as high as you can. All right, one more. Front, back, pull it in, drop down into child's pose, open up the lower back. We're going to shift our hips to the left, walk the hands to the right, stretch out your head. All right, back to the middle. We're going to come over onto hands and knees. Squaring off your table, making sure that your joints are stacked. Draw the belly button in. Reach the tailbone long. We're starting with right leg back. So we'll start with the toe pointed, really long leg, tap the toe and lift. Pretty simple move to start out with, but we want to feel that control. All right, let's flex the ankle and reach the heel up. So after about 10 of those, we're going to bend the knee, keep that ankle really flexed, and reach the heel straight up. Just keep pressing straight up with the sole of the foot. Really focused work for the glutes. Take an inhale, lengthen that leg back. Now we're going to start to alternate, drawing the knee in, open out to the side for fire hydrant, come back through the center, extend long and lift. Open out to the side, nice fire hydrant, and back. So this one's nice because we're getting outside of the thigh and back of the leg at the same time. Take one more like that. Release that side down and then over to the left leg. Left leg long.